Sony's recent announcement of not doing physical discs means that we won't have the old system where you can buy a game and then sell that game onto someone else when you finish with it. PS2 was particularly good for this, also didn't need internet, so you could just have your PlayStation 2, put the game in and start playing. When did that change on PC? Well, I've been doing some research and it looks like it was 2015, so this is the last AAA title that came on a disc, was DRM-free and didn't need an internet connection to install. So I bought this off eBay, which is a sort of multi-disc pack. It looks like it's sealed, but I don't know if that's just the seller sealing it. It looks like really good condition. But on the back, it says internet required for installation, internet not required to play the game. And when I was doing my research, there was questions on the CD Projekt Red forums, and it does mention about good old games to be able to use it, but then that obviously ties it to you. But they also talk about a downloadable file to be able to install the game without an internet connection. So I thought I'd see how it goes. Let's open this up first of all. Yeah, it does look in really good condition. Nice and clean. So game disc 1 to 3. The manual looks good. When we look at the disc, yeah, that looks, there's no marks on that at all. And in this one, we've got a huge map. And no serial key in there at all. A couple of stickers. And game disc 4. Yeah, all looks perfect, and there's a soundtrack CD there as well. I mean, it looks like it's new. So I've already downloaded the file that I need on this USB stick, so let's pop that in the PC. So the Witcher patch 101, and this is an official one, so this is from CD Projekt Red's website. I've got a disc player here, which I need to plug in with a USB A to B cable, like a printer cable. Because obviously nothing's got disk drives in it anymore. And I've noticed optical drives are going up in price as well. So game disc 1. I can hear it spun up the disc, but I've got nothing yet. Normally you'd think it would just auto start. Oh, I think it's still going. Maybe I'm just not used to how slow physical discs were. So as you can see down the bottom here, no internet connection. Here we go. Select what happens with this disc. So let's run it. And yes. English. We're about to start installation for The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. Game requires 24.8 gig and it's in CGOG Games The Witcher. What does options do? Okay, that's just languages. Let's hit install. That can't be right, 35 minutes, can it? I got 4 discs. I do have this game on my Epic Games account. Crikey, it's more like, what, 240 would be 4 hours from, I remember that from VHS tapes. Oh, hopefully it's just misreporting it. Okay, it's definitely misreporting it because I went away for about 2 minutes and I've come back and it's about 130 minutes less than it was. So it took more like 20 minutes and it's come up with this. Please select setup DVD 2. So I'm going to eject that and pop disc 2 in. Okay, let's hit open. Yeah, it's reading the disc. Okay, so disc 3, taking about 20 minutes a disc. Disc 4 just gone in, that's the final one that contains these 2 4 gig files. So it's a dual layer DVD disc. I don't know what it's doing. The disc is flashing, but it doesn't seem to be doing very much. Oh dear, Windows can't read the drive. I'm going to eject it and pop it in again. Oh, it's picked it up that time. Microsoft Redistributable, it's installing. So it talks about the patch. Look, please install the 1.01 patch to start playing. Your installation includes the optional GOG Galaxy client, which allows you to download the patch automatically. Connect to GOG to also get the following. So there's 16 free downloadable content. Bonus digital content, backup copy on GOG, game updates, stats and social media. So I'm not going to do that. I'm going to exit and see what this does. Because if I click launch, I think it will take me to the GOG bit. So let's do exit. Again, still no internet. And let's launch the patch. So yes, okay. This patch requires 607 megabytes of disk space to install, so yeah. So no serial number or registration or anything like that. Patching successful, so let's exit that. And is it going to launch on its own? I've got an icon on the desktop now. So I'm going to eject disk 4. So I've also got no DVD drives present. So GOG Galaxy is installed, but if I just try and launch The Witcher on its own, it still takes me to GOG Galaxy. So it does it through that, but it just gives me the option of play because I'm offline. Okay, looks like it's starting normally. So let's hit new game. Okay, so the intro was playing great, was looking fine. I'll show the specs of this mini PC in a minute in case people are interested. I've got a separate video on it, I reviewed it a while ago. Okay, let's have a look around. I would probably lower some of the details on this.
See, I thought Siri could...
But you can see that it's working. I'm completely offline. I haven't had to connect to the internet or register or sign in or sign up to any services. But then what I'm thinking about this is that means you could just give the disc to anybody else and they could install it and play it. So you can kind of see why they don't do this anymore. I don't know why they don't just get it that you have to have disk 1 in the drive like the old days of PC. Right, what options did it come up with? Yeah, it's on 1920 by 1080, so I'd probably go down to maybe 900. Obviously it doesn't look quite as good, but it already feels quite a lot better. So I'm going to quit out of this, show you the specs, restart the computer and then see that I can definitely launch it again without ever having the internet. So from the settings, this is an AMD Ryzen 5 6600H with 16 gig of RAM. Let's install MSI Afterburner so I can show the FPS and I'll restart it and launch the game again. Of course I need the internet for that. I'm going to download it on another device and then put the memory stick in. So again, I'm sticking to my no internet. Okay, so from my USB stick, MSI Afterburner. Oh, missing DLL. Brilliant. Okay, let's try Fraps from my USB stick. Looks super old school when you install it. I have used this but a very long time ago. So I'm going to shut down and restart without showing it any internet. And we'll launch it from the Witcher file here. So GOG comes up on its own. So it must have added it to startup. So if we have a look at startup apps, we can disable that. Let's just close it down. So now if we just try and launch the game, okay, so it does launch GOG, but because I'm offline, the only option we get is play, which is fine. And it looks like even if we were online, we wouldn't have had to connect it because it's got a connect now option. And I've got VSync on, so it's going to sync to my monitor. Although my monitor's, my capture card's 60 Hz, so I can turn off VSync. So we're getting about 30 FPS at 900. So let's drop that a bit more. So if I pick low as a graphics preset and then I want my resolution to be maybe 720. Oh, it doesn't look like it will go any further down than that. But we'll go full screen as well. Okay, so it's slightly different aspect to my monitor. But that's definitely, yeah, that's nearer to 60. Well, nearer to 50. So more playable like that on this mini PC with integrated graphics. It might be that the newer version runs better because all the patching and all the different optimizations for the AMD graphics that are on this, integrated graphics. Such a cool environment. So, does work, does allow you to install it, you don't have to register it, you don't have to create an account or log into an account, don't have to put a serial number in or anything like that. And you don't have to put the disk in. I'm actually quite surprised that it works like that. I can definitely see why they discontinued that as an option. I don't know why they don't just say you have to just have the original CD in. If the requirement back then was just to have the DVD present, then you'd think that would have been alright. And I imagine the way that retro gaming and things are at the moment, this could be a real sought after title in the future when people realise that it was one of the very last games that you can use in this way, or at least AAA games. Okay, so I hope all this helps. Thanks very much for watching. Please like and subscribe.